constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fights off a defender. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Lots of room to run. The 30. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field.
offensive line give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, 4-down territory.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards. Wants
to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it out fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's complete to the right. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And
He's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
what a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
They just keep firing. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Buys a little time. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Got his man.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun to give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Coffee. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Setting up the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so he can go get the 1st down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He's going to take off.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
To the air on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the corner.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They take the lead with the 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Gators want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You used to see option football all the time. Now you see less of it, but you see the quarterbacks, they don't want to get hit. They want to pitch the ball right here as fast as possible, get it to the running back. But now I've got some distance away from everybody, all the big bodies, the defensive end. I pitched it to him out in space. Now he has to go out there and do his damage. The old school option play, baby.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection. Defense gets him, 4th down, stop.
And as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. throwing in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Hard running there.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that. They took a negative play, but at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they were able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Trying to barge in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Dances away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left. Running free.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right back to it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Oh, and they're going to try the quarterback sneak. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. How much fun was